Chinese internet users love to make comparisons between China and America, and education is one of the most popular topics for comparison. And recent news of a quick-thinking 5-year-old girl who saved her mom with a phone call to 911 had Chinese internet users wondering if perhaps Chinese kindergartens should be rethinking what they teach to Chinese children. According to a Weibo post, a 5-year-old Bergen County girl named Chloe Olson saw her mom choke on a chip and calmly dialed 911, thinking that it would be her father who would come and save the day. Now, by the time the dispatchers arrived, her mom has stopped choking, but the little girl still received special recognition for her impressive action. But how did the 5-year-old girl know what to do? Why, a catchy jingle that was taught to students by the local fire officials. And now let's take a look at what Chinese internet users had to say about the story.
That is proof of superior American education. The little girl was great and her parents also taught her well. American schools will often teach practical knowledge, but Chinese schools only teach theoretical knowledge. I wonder how many Chinese kids know the number to dial for a fire and the number to dial for medical assistance. I guess the difference is American kids are taught to call the police if they are in trouble, whereas in Chinese families, the parents would often say that the police would come and take them away if the kid misbehaves. Surely a lot of Chinese kids are too scared of the police to call them. In rural China, even adults do not know what number to dial for the police. I think China should make up jingles to help educate kids as well. We're good with political slogans. How come we are not good with helpful jingles? It is too complex in China. For example, 110 is for the police, 120 is for the hospital, and 119 is for the fire department. That is too hard for children to remember, and even I get it mixed up sometimes. Why can't we also have just one emergency number? In my opinion, it's not the problem of Chinese education. In China, if a child calls the police will disregard it as mischief. What's more, it's possible that you can't get through even if you called. Chinese police respond very slowly to these emergencies. Even if a Chinese kid had called the police, their mother wouldn't live long enough to get the required help. I've called an ambulance before. It took 40 minutes and was stuck in traffic and they couldn't find where I lived.
Chinese kindergartens have been at the center of a number of scandals in the last year. Now, some of you who watch our program regularly might remember that we ran a story about a Chinese kindergarten teacher that abused her students and took pictures, which were then later uploaded to the internet. The pictures show the female teacher picking up a boy by his ears, putting kids into compromising positions, having them crouch in garbage cans, and taping them to their desks. The Chinese internet community was outraged by the pictures and also by the teacher's attitude. Now, she felt that it was no big deal, that it was just for fun. The incident opened the floodgates for a series of reports on child abuse in preschools, including actual video footage of a Chinese kindergarten teacher who hit her students so hard that the child suffered brain damage. The various incidents had Chinese parents asking themselves and the authorities just who are hiring these unqualified teachers and why has the quality level of kindergartens in China degraded to such an appallingly low level. Now, to make it clear, many of these kindergartens were privately ran and catered to the middle to low-income families. Now, the more expensive schools that cater to the wealthy and the elite do not have these problems.